New lounge chair that's designed for readers. Hi, everyone. It's the Book Cougars, two middle-aged women on the hunt for a good read. I'm Emily.
And I'm Chris, and I'm fresh off the boat. Just finished up the Moby-Dick Marathon at the Mystic Seaport Museum that they have every year to kind of celebrate Melville's birthday. So it's always July 31st to August 1st, and this is my first time doing it. And Colleen, one of our regular listeners and folks who've been on some of our Zoom calls, know Colleen. She's been on the podcast too a couple times.
Yeah.
So we did it together and just had a really good time.
And this is the day after, so you've had one night to recover in your own bed, but you did spend the whole night on the boat.
Some context here. The boat is the Charles W. Morgan, which is the last surviving American wooden whaling ship. It was built in 1841, and it is a sister ship to one that Melville actually served on when he was on a whaling cruise in the mid-19th century. Yeah, we spent the whole night on the deck. You could go down below to sleep if you wanted to, or people just crashed on the deck, which is what we did. So had about 2 hours of sleep sitting in a lawn chair. And yeah, I'll do a full recap of everything on episode 214 is our next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good time. So I took a nap when I got home and then went to bed pretty early last night, but I feel pretty chipper and alive. And I started a new book. So do you want me to jump into the Friday read?
Yeah, please.
So I am reading my first one by Rose Bowen. Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
Okay. The Rose Arbor. And it's a beautiful book. So, and look at this. It's one of those that has a secret garden.
Oh, wow. Look at
under
that.
the dust jacket. Yes, very nicely done. So this book, it's just coming out in August, and I got an early copy from Book Browse, which I joined this year, and they have early release books for members that you can request, and then you do a review, and they have book club chats and stuff. So I started it. It has absolutely nothing to do with whales. So I'm pretty happy to get into it. I'm 72 pages in and can't wait to get back to it.
And Reese is one of the Jungle Red writers, and we have a great video conversation with all of them on our BookTube channel. We'll link to that down below. If you haven't watched it, it's a lot of fun, and you can learn about, I think Reese did talk about her research and things like that, because her books some of them are historical. I don't know if this one is.
Yeah, this one is set in the 60s, and it goes back to World War I on the coast of England. So that's pretty, no, I'm sorry. Did I say World War I? I meant World War II.
Yeah. Okay.
On the coast of England, when this town is pretty much cleared out so that the army can use it as practice for landing on Normandy on D-Day. Yeah, so it's from 42-ish, I think, and then now it's in the 60s, and it's a young woman named Liz who works for a newspaper, and her friend who is a police officer, and they're investigating. It's like an unofficial investigation on the news woman's part, the disappearance of a young girl, a toddler age girl, and there's a connection. And it's one of those, I think I know what's going on, but like it's too on the nose. Like I don't think Reese would write a book that is so like obvious. So we'll see. More to come.
There'll be some twists and turns ahead. Yeah. Well, I picked up a book. I'm still up in Traverse City visiting my daughter and my new granddaughter, Nina. And there are a lot of little free libraries in her neighborhood, including Rachel has one in her yard that we gifted her for her 30th birthday last year. But this was not in her little free library. This was in another neighborhood little free library. It's got this great cover. You can read it either as "One day we'll all be dead and none of this will matter," or "One day this will matter." and it's by Sachi Cole. And this is a book of essays, and it's about gender identity, gender politics, race, and she's known for her humor. So I'm really looking forward to jumping into these essays because, as you might imagine, I'm having a little bit of trouble concentrating and reading, not getting as much sleep as I'm used to, and also I just seem to be kind of particular about what I can read right now. So essays, when I saw this is a book that had been on my radar, and then essays, short and sweet, which I like the idea of. She's also kind of known for quitting Twitter, and she was really heavily using it. And so that became kind of a thing that she quit Twitter. And, I support anybody who wants to quit social media in general. So I don't have an opinion about that. But I was really excited to find it in the Little Free Library. So I can't wait to start it.
Nice. I've seen that one a lot on social media.
Yeah, and look on the other side. Oh, they just use the letters.
Oh.
So it's like ODWA, and then there's a big X through it. So, and this is the Book of the Month Club version of it. So I don't know what the other, in-store version looks like, because sometimes I know the covers and sizes can be a little different.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, there was something else I wanted to show you. There's a stamp from the people who own the Little Free Library. It says, Asher and Gemma's Little Free Library in Traverse City, Michigan. And look, it's like a little cat sitting on a pile of books.
That's so cute.
Isn't that adorable?
It is. Love that. Very nice. Well, Colleen being here, she actually came a few days early, and we did some biblio adventuring. We went to, I'll just say this really quickly, we went to Melville's house, Arrowhead in the Berkshires, then the Mount, Edith Wharton's home, and then Emily Dickinson's house in Amherst, and then the Yiddish Book Center.
Amazing.
So, and we also went to Amherst Books.
Oh, wow.
I've been to and really love.
Yeah.
So this is my book stack.
Oh my gosh.
Of books that I purchased at all of these places. I will give a rundown of those on episode 214. But this is a book that I got at the Yiddish Book Center that was on my TBR. I've recently heard about it. People recommending this one if you like the people of the book, which I absolutely loved, by Geraldine Brooks. And this one is The Weight of Ink by Rachel Kadish. And it's one that goes, I believe, in two time periods, in the 17th century and then contemporary. And it is a chunkster. Look at that. So,
wow.
We'll see.
What is the sticker on it, Chris? I couldn't read the sticker.
It says National Jewish Book Award winner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I need to turn off the fuzzy thing on my computer. It's not the zoom setting, it's a setting actually on my Mac that blurs your background. I need to figure out how to shut that off so people can see book covers.
The most important thing.
Exactly.
I mean, your face is important too, but
yeah.
So I went on a little biblio adventure as well. I went to Horizon Books, which is on the main drag in Traverse City. It's been around for over 60 years. It's in a retrofitted JCPenney.
Oh, cool.
Like, remember those old, like, downtown department stores? So it's really cool. It's got a main floor, and then it's got like a little upstairs, but just part of the upstairs is open. So it's really cool. And then it has a little coffee shop, and they're open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, long hours. And we were in there at 9:30 at night, and it was packed. I was so happy to see that. And I was on the hunt for a copy of The Frozen River by Ariel Lahan. I found a copy, which I was excited about because I wanted to gift that to the midwife that delivered little Nina. And she was thrilled to get a copy. I kind of gave her a little bit of just, no spoilers, but just that it's about a midwife in Maine in the middle of winter. So, but what I found there was a copy of this magazine that I sometimes forget about this. And whenever I find it, I love reading it. It's called Oh Reader. I think I'm actually going to gift myself a subscription to it. And I thought this was really funny. One of the articles that caught my attention is It says, take a book, leave a book. A sidewalk librarian shares the ups and downs of managing visitors whose book lending behavior doesn't always measure up to her exacting but reasonable standards. And it's about someone who's managing their little free library,
Yeah.
So that sounded like so much fun. It has the table of contents is listed kind of like as a book page, which I thought was really neat. There's several articles that caught my attention in this, but can you see that the way I'm holding it?
Well, it's a little fuzzy for me anyway. Maybe it'll video well.
Yeah, it looks like a table of contents in a book is how they did it. And then I want to show you one more thing since I'm in a beach town. I have not gotten to the water, but I am in a beach town. Look at this new lounge chair that's designed for readers.
That's awesome.
Isn't that hilarious? So I think this magazine is really great, and I encourage people to. I would think some libraries might have subscriptions to it. It looks like to get 8 copies of it for a year is around $50, and then they also have maybe the option to do a four copy subscription too. So.
Very nice. I think I've seen that at Barnes and Noble, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's very old. Like this is issue 16, which implies that it's just been around for a couple of years. So have any of you had experience with this magazine? Let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Or other bookish magazines, because I used to subscribe to Bookmarks, and I really love that one. That was really fun and helpful as a bookseller to kind of stay on top of things. And yeah, I love book magazines. I'm just a sucker for book magazines.
Yeah, of course. But what I like about this one is it's not that the other ones aren't bad, but it's not just one that's like temptation after temptation about more books to read. It's about kind of like bookish life, like nice. Getting a lounge chair so you can read facing down in your beach chair. So what else? Do we have anything else to report? I don't know if we've mentioned the James Benn event on BookTube. Have we?
Not sure, but yeah, James Benn has another book coming out, The Phantom Patrol, in his Billy Boyle World War II mystery series. And we're actually going to be hosting, co-hosting, I guess we should say, an event with him in Mystic, Connecticut at the Mystic Noank Library in September.
Yeah, September 19th. It's free, but they are asking people to RSVP. So we'll put the link to that in the, words down below. So if you would like to come, we would love to see you there. It'd be a lot of fun to meet some bookish people.
Absolutely. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I think that's it. I think for now, I need to go put my feet up and read my book.
Yeah, and we hope you all are getting a chance to do that too. We'd love to know what you're reading. We'd love to know about bookish magazines.
Yes.
Give us all the information you want to share down in the comments.
All right, everybody. Happy reading.
Happy reading.